Hi, Gemini. Gemini, this is going to be an extended. I realized like a week after I did my last series that I didn't do one for Gemini. How could I forget Gemini? I'm surrounded by Gemini. So I'm going to add an extra segment here for the sake of time. I landed all of your cards early for the love reading because I'm going to go into what Spirit wants you to know after this, okay? Welcome, Gemini, to Blood Moon Oracle, where we're going to take a look at your energy as it pertains to love. Thank you for stopping by. If you feel led, subscribe, or you can just like, share, comment as well. I am glad you're here. Let's jump right in for the sake of time, okay? So for Gemini Spirit, what are the energies here coming out? Overall, just to start off, we have the High Priest followed with the Chariot for the overall energy. Now, when it comes to love, relationships, life in general, there's like a intensity in the air for you, like wanting to get something done. But more than that, it's how you're doing it. The fact that you're doing it carefully, you're doing it possibly even secretly or sacredly. Like there's something specific about this that you want to make sure that you're doing something carefully and you're very specific, probably very cautious with how you're handling love right now or some specific situation that you're dealing with. It was clarified by the Seven of Swords and the Seven of Wands and the Five of Swords, which could talk about it being a sensitive situation or a sensitive energy right now that could be easily disturbed or easily shaken up. There could be things that are happening right now that cause you to be on defense or on high alert. So it's almost like walking on eggshells when it comes to love for you for some reason, Gemini. Are you watching your back? That's the energy I'm seeing. This may be you needing to watch your back. That's what's coming out. I don't know. But it feels like an intense time. It feels like an intense energy around you when it comes to love. What's going on with you, Gemini? What is going on with you? Let's find out. Looking at your personal energy, like what specific energy you are in right now when it comes to love. We have the Magician clarified by the Judgment. The Magician clarified by the Judgment. I don't know what this is, but there's something that it's almost like you want to redo. I feel like there's something that possibly you did that was very successful. It was very rewarding when it comes to love. You may have accomplished something or you were able to make something happen in your favor. You want to redo it. It's almost like you're resurrecting that energy so that you can experience that win or you can take another bite out of the cherry, right? It feels like that. There's something that you're focusing on and you're pouring all of this intense energy in doing something again or making something happen that's happened before. And it feels like some type of success. You created some situation that was very rewarding for you. You're focusing in on that thing, whatever that is when it comes to love. This was clarified by the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice. I don't know if this is you also wanting to pull somebody in. make something right for some of you. When I get the Queen of Pentacles and the Justice, it almost feels like wanting to bring in some level of balance or bring balance to a situation that you had with someone, right? This Queen of Pentacles and Justice is actually Libra energy and Virgo energy. It could be you wanting to, make things right with someone. There could have been a time in your relationship with this person that was really good. You felt victorious when it comes to connecting with this person. You could be wanting to recreate that kind of energy. This feels like it could be someone who, I'm hearing Hasidity. That might not be the right word, but this is someone who takes great care of themselves. Someone who takes great care of themselves. They could have a beautiful head of hair. There's something about the color green. That could just be money, something to do with money. The Queen of Pentacles, is connected to money in many ways, very stable. This could be someone that you've partnered with in some type of way. But there's some desire you've been thinking, or the energy that you're in is all about focusing in and recreating something here. You could have messed up in partnership or some connection that you had, and you're working overtime trying to reestablish that, Gemini. Now, for some of you, this could be someone else coming towards you to reestablish this. Someone desires, they're working really hard to reestablish connection, communication with you. Or it could be you towards someone else. I also have the Empress followed by the Moon. There's some kind of secret that you're holding. There's something, and I feel like this is around how you feel. You're not really being upfront, or someone that you're connected to could be hiding something from you. They're not really being upfront with how they feel. And that thing that they're hiding could have something to do with a pregnancy. It could have something to do with some type of desire or some type of drive, but they're hiding it. It's a secret. Or either you're the one that's hiding this secret. It was clarified by the Knight of Wands and the Queen of Swords. This could be someone who is hyper independent, someone who is very liberated and free, like they carry their own energy, very independent. That could be what makes them so attractive, the fact that they are kind of like this free spirit and disconnected. This could be someone who doesn't like to be chained down or bogged down with commitment, right? That could be what makes them so mysterious. But there's something mysterious, something hidden about this person. And there's something that they're not saying when it comes to the connection emotionally, something they're not expressing. They're holding back emotionally. You could be the one holding back with this person emotionally. This could be someone that you want to tie down. This could be someone that you want to have a family with, but you're not expressing it for some reason. Emotionally, it feels like you are unsure about something. It's almost like you're not quite sure if you can be certain about this, how this person feels about you, or even if they even feel the same way that you do. What do you think about this whole situation? I have the Tower followed by the World. Yeah, you're not sure. The Tower followed by the World says that you feel like at any moment things could, you know, you're worried about how things are going to turn out. Yeah, you're worried. It's almost like you could feel at times like you have a firm grip on things, but then at other times it's almost like slipping through your fingers. There's something about this connection or this person that's like elusive with the High Priestess and the Knight of Swords, and it bothers you. It worries you in some type of way. And it could be because you feel like there's something that they're not telling you. There's a part that's hidden about this person that makes this person very mysterious. So when it comes to love, whoever this person is unpredictable. And that worries you because they're unpredictable. When I pulled out the ending energy, we have the Devil clarified by Charity, which is a definitely interesting combination because this is almost like the energy of ending up in some situation of like profane love. The devil clarifying, or the devil leading to the chastity or charity, is kind of like seducing purity. It's like seducing purity. Because charity is almost like a very virtuous energy. It would be like a very innocent, a very chaste energy, someone that's very loving and kind and generous, someone who's very loved by people that they're connected to, someone who's trustworthy, who's heart-led, someone who is very open and receiving. And then to have the devil come in and influence that energy, it's almost like contaminating the love, the purity. So I don't know who this is, Gemini, but it has something possibly to do with money, with the King of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles clarifying this. Could have something to do with money and the need for security of some kind or to feel stable. It could also have something to do with status, wanting some kind of status out of this situation. But it's combining two opposite energies. Like one is very seductive. The other one is very like pure at heart in nature. It's a matter of which energy is actually going to be most influential. And then this, it says that the devil is actually influencing because it's moving towards, it's influencing the purity, almost like turning it into something profane, I don't know. I'm just reading the energy, but it's for the sake of safety. There's some security, it says, that you could be looking for here, or they could be looking for. That security could have something to do with status. It could have something to do with love. It could have something to do with security and feeling stable. This person could see you as very stable, or you could see something about this person that would give you a sense of stability or even lift your status, right? There's something here. But I feel like the intentions, I don't know, being that the devil, there's some selfish, egotistical motive that is covering this, right? Um, and so when it comes to love, I feel like there's definitely something that you are focusing all of your intention on right now when it comes to love. Either you're very focused or somebody has their focus, they have their beams on you, right? And they definitely know what they want. They may have a plan on how they're going to get it, and they may be implementing that plan. They've worked this out in their mind all the way to the end, right? And so there is a little bit of doubt, though, that they may not have you right where they want you. Like they could just barely have you, just enough to see you or to smell you or to see you, but you could be just, easily slip away. Like they have you just at their fingertips, not really firmly in their grasp. Now flip this around. This could be you, Gemini, and how you are pursuing someone else, right? But it's a very interesting energy when it comes to love. I did pull out thoughts about what people could be thinking about you right now. This could be people from your past. This could be this person you're dealing with, people right now in your energy. This could be people from future energies. So I hid who I really am from you. I hid who I really am from you. And I feel you leaving me behind. I know exactly what I was doing. And you were the best thing in my life. For you, Gemini, I don't know, this could go both ways. Like this could be how you're feeling. This could also be how someone is feeling about you, right? It feels like there was a lot of facades, right, with relationships or with this relationship. Maybe people weren't being as, or this person wasn't being as open and honest with you as they could have been. And they feel a little bit regretful about that. Maybe you feel that way about them. But it was premeditated. It didn't just happen. This is something that was planned, just like this energy that's in operation around you. For some of you, this is your energy. It's pre-planned. It's premeditated. I knew exactly what I was doing. Yet I understand there was something good that I had with you. You were the best thing in my life. So there's some remorse about it. Now let's take a look and see any other advice for Gemini. These energies for love for you, Gemini, is really strong. It's intense energy. You got a lot going on. The Three of Swords followed by the Empress. So when it comes to love, there's some disappointment happening for you, possibly around someone particular, someone who was definitely carried a very, it was like that chastity, that charity energy, someone who is trustworthy, who is very affectionate, And this could be, I did get pregnancy. This could be someone that, something to do with a pregnancy with this person too. A hidden pregnancy. And there was some heartbreak around that. But in the advice, I do feel like Spirit is guiding you to heal. Spirit may be asking you to heal from this with the Three of Swords. Let's see. What else for Gemini in the advice? The Ten of Wands for Gemini. And if you hid a pregnancy, or if you are hiding a pregnancy, right? I don't know if it's the fear that's causing you to hide it, right? That could be it with the Three of Swords here. Maybe the relationship isn't where it needs to be. Spirit could be saying there could be some value in coming forward and being honest. The Ten of Wands and the Ten of Cups is saying that for some of you, this may be something worth, actually really considering. The Ten of Wands says it's not going to be easy. It's going to be something that's very heavy and that's going to need a lot of work. But there's some value in this here. This has the ability to actually hold, this relationship has the ability to, and it may have already held a lot of weight, right? But it could possibly have things about it that needs a little bit of balance. And for some of you, it may be something worth, saving, worth moving towards. With the Ten of Cups, this could be around your desire, like what you're looking for. For somebody, you could be looking for a family. And Spirit is saying that it's going to take a lot of work, but it is possible. Spirit is also saying that with the two tens coming out, this could be an end, possibly an invitation to an end of a certain way of doing things and an invitation to enter into something new. This could be you at that place where you're looking to do things differently. You want something different. You're looking to change some things by evening out the playing field, or something that needs to be corrected or balanced out. There's some justice that needs to be given in some situation. That's what I'm getting in love. That devil with that charity got me. And so this might be something to be careful with, Gemini, lest you become consumed with this devil energy, the greed, the lust, the egoic energies, that's the energy that the devil brings when it comes to love. For someone, this may not be about love. It may be about something completely different. Okay, give me 1 second. Let me get my other deck. Couldn't remember. I was trying to remember which decks I used. And I think it was my Crow Tarot, my Crow Oracle, and then my Tarot of Oppositions, I believe is what I used for the What Spirit Wants You to Know readings that I did in my last series. And so pulling those back out just for you, Gemini, because I owe you a reading. I'm so sorry. How could I forget my alter ego, Gemini? I was noticing, I was like, why don't I remember like what Spirit had to say to Gemini? I couldn't remember for the life of me. And then I looked back through my last series and I was like, I forgot Gemini. Now, how could that happen? I have no idea how that happened. But we're going to balance that out and make that right here. Give me 1 second. So this is the second half of your reading, Gemini. Let's see. So what Spirit wants you to know, Gemini, let's take a look here. What Spirit wants you to know. I'm going to do another spread for you for your What Spirit Wants You to Know. This is the second half to make up for leaving you out on the last series, Gemini. I'm sorry, my gems. What do you want Gemini to know, Spirit? All right. Okay, so the basic energy coming in for you is definitely around being balanced in this moment. King of Pentacles came out, which for me represents a lot of balance, a lot of stability and groundedness, just really being in a good space when it comes to your responsibilities, the things that you have, the things that are under your, influence, under your control, having a good grip on what's going on in general. And so the energy feels very balanced right now for you, Gemini. Now, just the energy in general, when I look specifically at your energy, what we have is the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Seven of Swords. You're working real hard right now. I feel like your focus is definitely on strategizing something, and things are coming together for you. You're falling into like the perfect energy to strategize and make things happen for yourself, even to position yourself and see things in a way that would be helpful to get things done, or to see things in a way where you're able to see clearer to get things done. It feels like everything in your energy where you are is just kind of working for you. Everything could be just like happening like clockwork for you right now. And I feel that's possibly because there's a lot of clarity that you're seeing right now, a lot of clarity that you're feeling right now with the Queen of Swords, followed with the Four of Cups. You may be coming into a place where you're like, okay, I know what I want. I know, things are clear. Or I'm ready finally, to do this. Maybe there were some things that were unclear. This feels like right now the energy feels clear, like it's helping you be certain about where you need to go next or what you want. This could be around connections, the Two of Cups. We did just talk about love. And in your love reading, it looks like you were focused and determined to make some things happen. And it could have something to do with love. It could have something to do with wanting to be able to collaborate, pulling in an energy that will be on your level. This is it, like in your hopes, in the energy that's happening right now. This could be what you are assertively moving towards and trying to bring into place for yourself. Now, interestingly, the Tower comes out in your energy or the advice. I feel like Spirit is letting you know, even though it may feel, I don't know if you're in a moment where you just feel like things could be being unraveled. You may have been in this energy for a while where you're just feeling like things are unraveling in some type of way. You may even feel like things are going in the opposite way that you see them going. Now, in the advice, Spirit would say with this energy to understand the importance of releasing control, because things actually are coming together. It's the opposite. It feels like it's falling apart, but actually it's coming together. There's something that's happening that Spirit is wanting you to understand that it's actually happening for you, right? Not to perceive it as something happening to you. It's happening for you. This undoing or unraveling is possibly even positioning you for the next step or this next opportunity or the next piece of information that's coming in. There's something about lessons from the past with the Seven of Cups, about choosing, and about understanding the deeper energy of having possibly things at your disposal, but not seeing everything at your disposal as an opportunity, or being able to choose, make better choices. Because not everything you choose right now is actually going to be beneficial. There's some lesson that you've learned about a choice that you made, that you may have learned a very valuable lesson about a choice. And that may be something that's coming to the forefront right now in life for you, is about choices, choosing better. Let's see. What else for Gemini? The Three of Cups. Now, you don't see this coming, but there's going to be some opportunity that may come together as like a gathering, or it may be some opportunity to celebrate. There's going to be an upcoming celebration, maybe a surprise party or surprise get together or something like that, something that you don't see coming. But it's going to be significant. This gathering is going to be significant. Let's see. Justice. And I feel like you will, in February, I don't know if there is like something you're trying to make right now, but I feel like February is a month that's going to give you an opportunity to do that. Yeah. You may be in a position this month to make something right. That came out in your love reading as well. Justice. I almost feel like that's part of for some reason, you're wanting to make something right. That's been on your mind. That's actually on your to-do list. For some of you, this is like at the top of your priority list, making something right. I feel like February gives you the opportunity to do that. It could have something to do with this gathering that you're not expecting. You may feel like you haven't been fair in some type of way. You've withheld something in some type of way, and you may want to make it right. For some of you, you may feel like you've been a little bit selfish lately that caused someone to suffer in some type of way. And there's something about making that right. And this month is going to give you the opportunity to do that. I don't know if that's giving of your time, availing yourself more. I don't know if that's about money, but it's something about that, making something right. And when you have this opportunity, I am seeing with this gathering, Gemini, that comes up, this is not a time to engage with conflict. I feel like Spirit would want you to enjoy this time. And a lot of that enjoyment is going to have a lot to do with what you're intending. Like, set your intentions on connecting positively with people, not resolving unresolved conflict. That's not what this is about. This is about something else. And so this unexpected gathering or this surprise party, like whatever this is that's coming up that you're not expecting, this is a time to utilize this time to connect positively. There could even be people there that's going to be looking to you for some type of advice. And so the energy's coming out, letting you know to avoid conflict and avoid foolishness. Don't fall into senseless arguments and stuff like that. Okay, what else? What is this Tower? The Tower is coming in the advice. Why did the Tower come out in advice? Why did the Tower come out in advice for Gemini? The Six of Wands and the Five of Wands. Not everybody's going to be happy, seeing you do good. Not everybody is going to celebrate you the way that you think that they should with good news or seeing you at the highest point. This tower may not even have anything to do with you. This may have more to do with how people are going to react to some victory that you have or some success that you have. Like people are going to be possibly envious and jealous of some victory that you have this month. Yet and still, Spirit is saying that undoing of this rapport, you may see like people no longer supporting you like they used to. There's something about that actually is going to be helpful. So Spirit is saying, don't look at that as a bad thing. Actually look at that as something that is going to be necessary. Like you're being positioned for something else, right? It could be releasing energies that are no longer going to be useful with where you're going, right? But I feel like someone could be looking down on you in some type of way or trying to degrade you or pull you down off of your high horse. Someone may be purposefully trying to cause conflict. I do get that too with this Knight of Wands. But Spirit is saying not to feed into it. Not to feed into it. And not to feel like you have to force things on people either. Like, just let people be. Like, if they don't receive you and your advice, they'll come and they'll ask. Like, you don't have to force your beliefs or your ways on people this month, especially as it pertains to even people closest to you, right? I'm hearing that too. This is a month to live and let live. Like, let people do what they're going to do. And it's almost like offer your wisdom and your advice. If they receive it, fine. If they don't, fine. Right? Neither is your loss. There's going to be some inspiration that you play, right? Focus on those people, okay? And don't be offended if people don't take your advice or acknowledge your wisdom, okay? Lastly, I'm going to clarify this Two of Cups that came in for your hopes. So why is the Two of Cups here for Gemini? The Temperance comes out. The Tower on the shadow side and the Page of Pentacles on the shadow side. Yeah, that gives me that energy of you working hard towards something. There's something that you have been working very diligently, possibly trying different things. The Temperance brings in that energy of like a chemist or a scientist. You know how hard they work on their projects, on trial and error, like trying different things. It gives me that kind of energy. This Two of Cups, right? There's something, I feel like some type of connection or collaboration that you desire, that you've been working on. Meticulous. This is something that you are just hell bent on. And it feels like you want to bring healing to it, to something that may have been destroyed, some connection that you've had. And the temperance says that you actually do have the power to actually bring the situation to a healing state. But it has to be through pure motives. It has to be through a pure intention with the temperance here. It requires a level of responsibility and commitment, respectability. hmm And this page of pentacles coming in on the shadow side is talking about possibly why this happened, why this um, negative situation exists, the one that you want to heal or resurrect. There was a lack of grounding in this situation, but it was a lesson though. He's holding a book. It was a hard lesson learned. I feel like this was something that took you by surprise. Maybe it was something that you misjudged in some type of way. It was some type of lesson that you learned in this, whatever this is, with this Two of Cups. It taught you a very valuable lesson. I feel like it also was something where you possibly lost more than you actually realized it was worth, right? Um, there's something here about loss, sudden loss, and not really understanding the full extent of who or what you were dealing with. Yeah. There's something here about you hoping to restore something. Um, the spirit is saying that it is possible, but it's going to take a lot of effort and a lot of work, right? The tower gives me tear down energy, right? It's about rebuilding it. There's no shortcuts to do this, though. You have to take the long way. Okay, you know what that is. Let's see. Any other advice? The Hierophant and the Ace of Wands. And so Spirit would say, this is almost like that energy that came out in your love reading. It was the Hierophant followed by, what was that? The Chariot. The Hierophant followed by the Chariot. Um, approaching this new beginning very carefully, like understand the opportunity of the moment with whatever this is that you could be presented with, like not to take it for granted or approach it in a mundane way. Like this is something that deserves the utmost care, right? This moment that you're moving into right now. Whatever your focus is, the Wheel of Fortune clarified by the Seven of Swords talks about you strategizing something. That's your energy. And it almost feels like it is being favored too, because everything seems to be dropping, in the appropriate place for you. But Spirit is also saying not to take this moment for granted. Like, understand that this is possibly a moment that may not come back around again. And so it needs to be approached with care and discretion. Whatever this is for you, Gemini. Okay, take it seriously. This moment is what Spirit is saying. I also want to just get any last energies coming out. This may not be exactly like the other readings. I feel like Spirit is also saying right now is a time to be careful what you're giving your attention to. With mimicry, right? There's a lot of people, a lot of things that may be calling out to your attention. There could be, things that aren't even what they seem to be. And so not only be careful what you're giving your attention, use discernment, right? With what has your attention, right? Use discernment. Upheaval. Yeah, this is a time of change, of massive change in some type of way. I feel like you could possibly either be entering into or coming out of a massive transformation. Has tower energy for me, where things feel like they could have been, unraveling in some type of way. Maybe you're coming to an end of that season. Distraction, right? This is a very volatile time. Understand how important your attention is right now, especially as all the pieces are moving around you. Attention is expensive, right? Attention is very expensive. And so I feel like that's what Spirit is really letting you know, like right now is the time to really attend to yourself and bringing things back into balance. And paying attention even so that you don't lose like this moment and the opportunities that are being presented to you in this moment. You could have a lot of things coming at you right now, trying to distract you, trying to get a certain response, trying to get you to react, right? People could be coming one way when really they're a whole different way. Like there's so much going on around you. It may even be safer just to focus on yourself and bringing some things back into balance for yourself. And if you do go out and do some type of gatherings, don't fall into, any senseless arguments or discussions, right? Keep it on the up and up. Keep it positive, okay? So that's what I have for you, Gemini. I can't remember what all I did, but that's what I have. Let's see, anything else for Gemini? Let me know how it resonates, Gemini. I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for stopping by again. My apologies for leaving you out, but hopefully this will make up for it for you. This was your love reading and your what Spirit wants you to know. Basically, that this is a moment of deep transformation. This is a moment of change. And depending on where your focus is will depend on where that change leads you. And so be very selfish with your energy and your attention. Not everybody deserves it, especially if they're not coming real, right? And so be on the watch is what I got overall. This is all about you, Gemini, okay? Thank you so much for stopping by. Blood Moon Oracle, taking a look at what spirit would want you to know right now. Okay. Until next time, Gemini, like, share, comment, subscribe if you have not. If you are wanting a personal reading, because this was a general read, but you may want a personal reading. So if you want a personal reading, you can definitely hit me up in my inbox, email me, or you can go down to my calendar and send me a schedule of when you'd like to receive a reading. So this is for you, Gemini. Just let me know, okay? Thank you for stopping by, my friends, my alter ego, my Geminis. All right, until next time, keep twinning, okay? Bye.